Hello friends, my name is Chastity and I'm the maker behind KB Yarncraft. Welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be working on gathering inventory to load my Etsy and my Shopify shops. I have everything set up but I don't have them loaded, and I don't have an up-to-date inventory list either. So I have everything around. They're on top of the tub full of things that I usually carry to markets. So, just set back down there. I'm just going to go through everything, make an inventory list, find out what I need pictures of, what I already have pictures of, because a lot of these things, a few weeks ago, I went and took them outside and took some decent pictures of them to be able to put online. I just hadn't put them online, and then I've done a market or two since. So some things I don't have, I've made new things since then. So yeah, we're just going to update that list and see what it looks like. Again, I don't write any of my own patterns, so these are all, they're not all free. Some of them are paid. I'm going to try to mention them as I go. If I can't find them in my documentation here, I'm definitely going to have them all linked in the description. So here we go. Okay, this is the first thing I've got, and I may have more than one of these, I'm not sure, but this is the Granny Rocco bag that was my whip the last time, or in the last video. So I finished it. I really love the striping and the colors. And this one this was a paid pattern by Davina Rocco of Island Style Crochet, that I got from, or that can be found on Ravelry. So I will link that in the description, and we're going to add that to our list. So I use an app on my iPad called GoodNotes, which is what I keep most of my inventory lists on. But for this, I also wanted to have just a regular notebook, so that I can write down all the different colors, the variations, whether or not I have a photo. I feel like it'll be easier for me to see, whereas sometimes with the GoodNotes, I have to zoom in and then you can't see everything on the page. So I wanted to be able to write everything down in one spot, what the color is, whereas on my inventory list on GoodNotes, I just have like large Rocco bag and how many I have. I don't have the colors, the variations, just whether or not I have a photo. So we're going to put needs photo over there. Also in the last video, I was working on hacky sacks, or had been working on them that weekend. So these are my favorites so far. And it's cotton. It's a softer cotton. I didn't have the label for this yarn, so I don't remember exactly what it was or the colorway. But I love it because it almost has like a tie-dye effect. And then this one is the same type of yarn, but in kind of a lavender color. So, and I really like those. I made a couple more in some of the stiffer cottons. I don't love them as well. This one is Lily Sugar and Cream or Peaches and Cream. I'm not exactly sure, but it's called Psychedelic. Don't remember the color on this one, but they're both a stiffer cotton. And I also feel this one a little too full, so it's a little tight. It's not, I love the colorway, but it's not my favorite. It's a little tight for a hacky sack. But anyway, that was a free pattern on Pinterest. There were several patterns when I tried to pull it up, but I really liked that one. It was very easy to follow, easy to do. From Heart Hook Home. By Ashley with Heart Hook Home on Pinterest. And again, I'll have these all linked as I go in the description as well. And just to show the softer cotton versus the stiffer cotton is quite a bit larger as well. So I had to put a few more of the weighted pellets in it, and so that's why I didn't really know the exact weight that I needed. And this one ended up being a little too tight, but it's okay. And I also don't have any photos of those, so we're going to put those in that pile. Something else that I've been kind of focused in on too is I love the Japanese knot bags. So I've made a couple of those. This one is Peaches and Cream cotton. The label says red, but it's a very muted red. To me, it almost looks more like an orange. But these are super cute. This was also a free pattern, the Mosu Japanese knot bag from Sweet Softies on Pinterest. And I was actually watching Passionate Kelsey when she started making these, and I just really liked them. I think they're super, super cute. And it only takes 3 or 4 hours to work one up. This one, like I said, is the red that doesn't look red. And then I made one in the psychedelic colorway, which is kind of, you can tell right there where I had to change skeins because they were very small skeins. But I still think it's cute if you like, you know, the different colors and the different color distribution. I don't have photos of these either. They are kind of a new thing. Oh, in the last video, I showed you my pickle jar that my daughter fixed the label for me. And we have a few pickles. I love these guys, and they're really good sellers at markets. I wanted to make just a little bit of a smaller one, just to help more fit in the jar. So I just took out a couple of rows. And they're super cute. Super, super cute. And they're super cute in the jar. Let me find my pickle pattern. This one was a free pattern. From, oh, YouTube. Little K Crochet, and there's a tutorial on YouTube. And these are made with the NACO yarn. It's similar in size to the Premier Parfait Chunky. If you make it with Bernat Blanket, these pickles are gigantic. They're huge. Probably about this long. It makes a big pickle. I do have pictures of those. Maybe not the different sizes, but I do have pictures. Tried to write on this paper with my Apple pen. I think this may be all of my axolotls. I think I may only have the two. But this is the axolotl pattern from Crochet by Jenna. I believe this was a free pattern, and I believe she has a tutorial on her YouTube. And these are no sew. These are also big sellers at markets. All the kids love axolotls. This one, I had this colorway, and I just wanted to see what it would look like to make an axolotl out of this guy, or out of this yarn, and it was super cute. I really like it. Oh, that axolotl doesn't have a tail fin. I have to fix that. I do have pictures of axolotls. I don't know if I have pictures of that color. Well, I have one of the pink and the purple, but not one of the pink by itself. And none of the polka dots. So we're gonna say no photos. We're gonna need to take a lot of pictures. Okay, and the loaf cats, I do have a few pictures, but not, maybe not of all the colors that I have. Annie Caraway Art is the large loaf cat pattern that I have. Which is this. This one's not terribly large. They're bigger if they're made with the Bernat blanket yarn. This one is made with the NACO. Like I said, it's about the same thickness as the Premier Parfait Chunky. So we've got a gray one. Oh, and I made a pink polka dotted loaf cat too. It's so cute. And I do not have photos of a gray or a pink polka dotted loaf cat. I made a mini loaf cat too, in the pink polka dot. Let me see where the mini loaf cat is a pattern on YouTube by Fame Art with Poonam. This little guy. And I decided I wanted to see what one looked like in the faux fur yarn. Look at how stinking cute this thing is. You can barely see his whiskers and his little nose. But he's so cute and fuzzy. I absolutely adore it. I don't have pictures of that either, so. And I do not have pictures of any of those colors. And I probably need to make more loaf cats as well. I do have a market coming up in about 2 weeks. And loaf cats are big sellers. Everybody loves the loaf cats. Let's see if I've got, there's another mini one. Oh, here's a, in the white. I always really like the white ones too. So cute. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so yes, I don't have any pictures of those. Let me see, one white. And then I have mini love cats. Like I said, this is Fame Art with Poonam on YouTube. I do have a photo of this little guy. It's like a, I don't know, like a maroon and white variegated. It makes a good cat and chick. It's a good color for cats and chickens. I do have a photo of that one. And then I've got a gray. Oh, sorry, I'm holding his tail. Gray. And the little pink polka dot. So cute. So I do have photos of this guy, but not these. Okay. I realize now, as I get into trying to describe a lot of the things that I make, that I never really looked at color names, anything like that. I just kind of looked at a color and, oh, I like that. I never once thought about having to describe it or tell anybody what kind of yarn I used or what color it was. So I apologize for not knowing those things. Okay. Sorry, it smells a little plasticky from being in the tote. Okay, these are Leggy Octos, and the pattern is, it's a free pattern by Passionate Crafter. I will link this one as well. I think I may have found this on Pinterest, but, and he's no-sew, super easy to make, and they're super cute. These are also big sellers at markets. And let's see. I only have photos of the purple, light blue, and what looks like maybe a turquoise or teal. Oh, where's a purple one? A dark purple one. I'm sorry, the light's glaring, but his little leg out of his face. I've got a picture of him. And here's it's almost like a corally color. Do not have a photo of him. And have more in here. There's a light blue one. Well, I think the picture I have may be a lighter blue than that. So there's a light blue. I have a few of these that, I may have said this already, but these are always big sellers at markets too. But if you sell out, they're a really easy make, and I'll usually take yarn with me that I can sit there and make a couple while I'm at the market. And there's a pink. That one's pink. This one is kind of coral, like a corally pink in comparison. don't have pictures of any of those. I think the purple one's the only one I have a picture of. Okay. These were made during some market prep after my last market. And so I don't have them on my inventory list. And yellow, one pink. We're going to call that other one a coral. One light blue. Oh, I'm going to call that a champagne, maybe. And then one purple. Okay, and I have a picture of the purple one, and that's it. I need to make photos of the rest for the website. I only have one of these guys. So, the large chicken, this is also a big seller. I do not know the name of this yarn, but it makes an awesome looking chicken. It is a Bernat blanket. I just don't know the name of the colorway. This pattern is a free pattern on a YouTube tutorial by Yarnfelt Crochets. No, Heartfelt Crochets. And like I said, these are always big sellers. Everybody loves a chicken. Everybody loves a chicken. And this is something that I always try to keep at least one of in my inventory, and I do not have one photo of a chicken. Another, now these are still selling, but not as quickly as they used to. When I first started doing markets, the sea turtle was a huge seller. I couldn't keep enough of them, and they are super cute. I have several different colors. They don't sell quite as fast these days, but they still sell. I have pictures. I have photos of this guy, which is, he's green with a gray shell. So we do have photos of him. But I think that's the only turtle photos I have. But I do have these two. Now these are a little bit larger and a little bit stiffer, but they're made with Bernat blanket yarn. They're like an off-white with a red shell. And then this is green with like a, I don't know, a muted pink shell. And then I love this color, and I called it champagne on the Octos. I don't really know what you'd call it, but I've got two of these little guys. And this is, I think it was a free pattern. I can't remember exactly. I have the link here, but it's from the Friendly Red Fox. And again, I'll link it below. So I just can't remember if it was free or paid, and I didn't write down. So let's get all these guys logged. I'm going to specify in my log that they're sea turtles, even though so far that's the only kind of turtle I make. At one point, though, I do want to get around to making land turtles. I don't know if she has the pattern for them or not, but I've seen LA Crochet do some land turtles, and they're super cute. Super duper cute. Okay, we said I have a picture of this one. So let me log that. One with the gray shell. And he is a produce. And then we've got two with a red shell. Two with the champagne shell. And one with a pink shell. Let me make sure I don't have any in my bag over here. This bag is prep that I had been doing and hadn't. Okay, I don't think there's any more turtles in there. So pictures are needed of those guys. Okay. I do not know where, let me try and find the pattern for this. I'm not really sure. Okay, I have a couple of these chill pill patterns on my Pinterest, so I'm not exactly sure which one this one is. But I will figure it out and have it linked in the description. I meant to do a keychain, but I did it with the the Naco chenille yarn, and it's so stinking cute. This is a chill pill. And I know I don't have any photos of it because this is the first one that I've made. So I had to pause for a couple minutes. But while I was paused, I think I found the pattern for the chill pill. It's allamigurumi.com. And I pinned it on Pinterest. It was originally for an acrylic yarn to be made as a keychain. But it turned out as a big pill because I used the chenille yarn. So I still really like it. I still think it's super cute. And I may make an acrylic version for keychains because that's what I was going for. I wanted to make more keychains for markets. But that one just didn't turn out as a keychain. So let's go back. I think I do got the chill pill written down. Oh, nope. I do have a photo of this guy, but I don't know the pattern. I also have a book where I've written down a lot of my patterns, just so I can have them all in one place. Okay, well, it's not written in there. Oh, here he is. Cottonpatterns.com. And this is a free, super easy pattern that I found on Pinterest for a hippo. And he's super cute. And I do have a photo of him, so he's good. Here's this guy. And I've got to find this pattern too, because I just noticed that I hadn't written down. I wrote down the pattern, but I didn't write down where I got it from. Well, before I post the video, I will locate that pattern and have it linked in the description, because I do have it saved somewhere. I'm just not exactly sure where. But he's super easy too. Cute little fella. And I think I do have a photo of him. Oh, also lied about that. I do not have a photo of him. So there's that. Now I have pictures of my angry octos. I wanted to do a little bit of a different octo pattern. For purposes of my documentation, I call these squids so that I don't get it mixed up with the others. I do have pictures of this fella, this dark green fella, and I love how he looks so angry. I just love it. The way you set the eyes in, you do like a bobble stitch, and then you put the eyes in the bobble stitch. And then if you do the little white accents, then you look so angry, and I just love it. I just love it. So I do have photos of the dark green one, but I also have a blue one. He doesn't look as angry, but... And then I have a pink one. That's another one I'm not exactly sure right off the top of my head. But I'll figure it out and have him in the description. Okay, the capybara. Now, I do two different capybara patterns, because I started with this one and it was super easy and it's super cute. I just saw it. This one is... It's loading. I found it on Pinterest as well, but this cute little capybara, and he's just a basic little brown capybara, designed by Kylie Slee. And I think I did the... Oh, yes. It's a YouTube tutorial by Complicated Knots. And it's super easy, no sew, works up in no time. And kids love capybaras. And I think I do have a photo of him as well. And photos of things like this, and like Baby Yoda, if I had one, are really easy to just keep, because you make them in the same color. You don't really make pink and blue capybaras. So, yes, I have photos of him. So, he's good. There was another capybara pattern that I used It's kind of a bigger, more detailed pattern, but I don't have one of him right now. I have some rubber duckies. And I already have some pictures of some of these too, I think. I don't have a picture of the pink one. But I do have pictures of yellow and blue. Okay, so the rubber, oh no. Okay, the rubber duckies. Super cute little guys. Oh, his little beak is there. I'll fix it. And then the yellow, and here's a pink one. And a blue one. So I have pictures of yellow and blue, but not pink. And let me see where I got this pattern from. And these sell really good at markets too. I think it's just the fact of having something that's not as expensive. It's a little bit easier for the kids to pick up. Easier for parents to justify paying for it, I guess. So handmade V, handmade V. The pattern is on Pinterest. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. But it does say that she has an Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So I will get it linked in the description. But I do already have pictures of yellow and blue. Just need a photo of the pink. So I wanted to, try my hand at keychains to have, thinking they would be good to put up at markets, and they have been. I have this little cute little Chicky keychain. And this is by Sweet Softies. It's a free pattern. I got it on Pinterest. And you can use this same pattern and do the color changes to make a mallard. So like the brown on the bottom, a white stripe, and then green on the top. This cute little feet. I think I do have photos of him. Yes, I do. I've got 3 of those. Oh, I did not realize I only have 1 of these left. So this is the little kitty cat keychain, and he's great, and I do have a photo of him. And I believe he was also on Pinterest. These have sold actually better than the little chicks, and I thought the little chicks were super cute. Let's see if I've got that. I think I have that pattern written down. Okay, the kitty keychain is a YouTube tutorial by, I'm probably going to butcher this, Monua DIY, MONUA. And then I wrote down at Monua Stuff. So at MONUASTUFF. But I'll link the YouTube video that I got them from. But it's a super cute, it's kind of a larger keychain, but it's a super cute little kitty cat keychain. Let me see where I got the Mushy Boy pattern. Chunky Crochet. This is also handmadev.com. But I'll put the whole link. But the Mushy Boys. These are super cute. They don't sell as quickly as I thought they would. But they are super cute. And it's another thing that I don't, the colors don't vary because I think it looks better with the red top. So I just kind of leave it. Now they do get a little bit bigger with Burnout Blanket, but these are with either the NACO or Premier Parfait Chunky. And we have 3 of those Mushy Boys. And we do have photos, since we don't vary the colors. And the Mushy Poppers. This pattern is also a YouTube tutorial, and it came from Cable and Canvas. Okay, and I do vary these colors just a little bit. I don't think I have any pictures of these guys. And they're hit or miss. Sometimes they're big sellers. We love the red because it reminds us of Mario and Luigi. But they are the interactive fidget Mushy Poppers. And I've got a red and a light green. We did a Mario and a Luigi themed Mushy Popper. And I don't have photos of either of those. Those guys are super easy to make too. This whole pattern is on Pinterest. And it says Studio Phoebe 22. So the pin that I'm looking at, I don't know, it says it was stolen by her or stolen from her. But it's listed as a free pattern with her name on it. Like I don't know, but the original creator was Studio Phoebe 22. And whatever the case, I will find a link to her and use that link in the description. That way she gets full credit for it. I don't know who posted this pin, but it's for this dinosaur. Just a cutie patootie little dinosaur. So this guy is blue. And then we've got a purple. And these are kind of hit or miss. Sometimes they sell, sometimes they don't. Purple. Oh, he doesn't have a tail for some reason. Not sure what happened there. Let me see if I've got pictures of these guys. And then I have some fruit. I don't have pictures of any of the fruit. This was a paid bundle pattern by LA Crochet. This is a blueberry and an orange. Some people think it's a pumpkin, but it's meant to be an orange. Otherwise, they can decide whatever they want it to be. This pattern, like I said, it's a bundle pattern from LA Crochet, and it comes with the blueberry, the orange, a watermelon, kiwi, pineapple. I think that might be it. Kiwi, pineapple, watermelon. Usually at markets, I'll make a few of these of each one up, and then I have a bowl that's just a fruit bowl for $5 each. And they're just little guys. I don't have any of the pineapples or watermelons to show right now. But they're super cute. And again, something easy for, you know, parents to buy for their kids that doesn't cost a lot. They don't have to spend a lot of money on it, but the kid still gets to walk away with something. So, blueberry and orange, 2 of each. This bandana, I think all of my bandanas are this same pattern. Let me check and see. I'm pretty sure that I got this from Passionate Kelsey. I'm not sure if it's her pattern. I did get it from her tutorial. I will find out for sure before and link below whether it's her pattern. If it is, then I will link her tutorial video. I absolutely love those two colors together, and this is a cotton yarn. I think most of my bandanas are that same pattern. So there's that one, and same colorway. I just really liked the colors on it. Loved this one with the pastels. I think we're gonna call it a day on this video while I probably load this up and take it outside and try to make pictures of everything that I don't have pictures of. And this week I'm going to work on getting my shops loaded up. I'll have those also linked in the description. I have a website on Shopify and an Etsy shop. So hopefully by the time this video is actually posted, I'll have those shops loaded. Yeah. And I think that's going to be it. I'm going to hop off here and get to work. I think I've got it cut out for me for the rest of the day and this week. So, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.